Leroy.
Johnny, how are we doing?
Eat Monday. Wonderful. How are you? The Ginger Grizzly.
Ginger Grizzly Alcoholic Ginger Beer.
Is that a Mr. Rumble brand or a Sean Berryman? It's probably a Sean Berryman brand, isn't it? A Grizzly Ginger.
Yeah, he's probably more grizzly of the gingers that we know, or a Winnie.
Good Lord. Yeah, it could be a Winnie, couldn't it? Winnie the Worm.
So how are we?
Yes, very good, thank you. Very good. Are we live? You're the man to tell us whether we're actually live and broadcasting.
Yeah, still waiting for that old catch up. Oh yeah, we are.
Marvellous. Sorry for being late. I was stuck having a poo, unfortunately, but
just let everyone know.
Just throwing it out there. Why not?
Why not? Why not? And if you see John rush off, you now know why, everyone.
Yes, exactly. So how has your weekend been? Well, your weekend was very good, I think, from what I saw.
Yes, yeah. We had a good weekend. We went down to the Astro Super Saturday race, which was over at Endor, but it was put on by the PBM Models crew, with Sean Thompson.
Yep.
So yes, it was good. It was eventful. It was definitely eventful. We'll talk about that in a bit, I'm sure. But
yes.
But yeah, and then once we finished that race, we went over to. I went over to Hearts. I was on the reserve list, and then they called out for if there was any reserves because a few people didn't turn up very late on in practice. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to frustrate myself if I try and have a go now. So I'll put a lot of effort into our new boy.
Yep.
And everyone else.
Which is good, yeah. We should also discuss a bit later on, which is good. Did you have a phone call or something coming through then? Is that why we stuttered, or was there another reason?
No, you just froze on my screen.
Yeah, same. Well, we seem to be back working now. So we need to do the Leroy shout-outs, but equally, closet feature. Have you got anything in there this week?
No, I really haven't had time to build this up again. I'm a bit
2 weeks in a row.
Closet. I know it's closet feature thing. I'm a bit. I haven't been at home. That's my excuse. So no, I haven't got any closet stuff tonight, I'm afraid. But I can do shout outs.
Do the shout outs then.
As we're starting to get a few names down the side. So first guy on today was my best pal, Mr. Leon Morel. Says hello.
Look at that.
There we go. Hello. He beat Yayan to it tonight. So Yayan says evening. Davey Roll's also very consistent at the front of the comment crew. Says evening too. Martin Walters says hello. Sarah Campbell says evening. Liz Martin, don't know who she is. She says hey. Although hi Scott and James, because I'm sure they're watching. No Marshall needed, which of course is CJ. He says evening Nemo, evening. Matt Thompson says yo guys. Kev Brunson says good evening from Kev, Claire and Elise. It was Claire's birthday the other day.
Oh, was it? Happy birthday, Claire.
Yeah, she brought a cake to the track, which they couldn't finish themselves, and offered it out to people. It was very chocolatey. It's not really my thing, chocolate cakes, but it looked lovely for everyone else that had it. Ben Simpson walked away with a piece that was about this big, so he was happy.
That is very good.
Kevin Friend says evening guys. Ivan Bingham says "Aye boys." I think it's meant to be "Hi boys," but he's "Aye boys." It's like the new iPhone.
Exactly.
Mr. Talbot says, hey, Duncan Wrist, a guy we'd love seeing his name back involved. And we're really looking forward to Duncan back to the track. Says, evening chaps, good to see Lee on and Matt on Saturday. Yeah, because so Dunk come down on Saturday for a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Which was awesome. Arvinder says, evening, Graham Wright. I haven't seen Graham for a while, almost getting withdrawals. I haven't been down to the track to see him.
You need to come and see him.
I do.
We're running an engine for Graham on Thursday, I think.
That's good. We can put it with my one to run in.
Exactly.
Although I don't know, do we have any stock of them? I think we sold out again, didn't we?
We might have a special stock for Leroy.
Okay, good. Scott Follington says evening. Scott's always online. So an evening to Trev too, if he's watching. I know he's probably not up with technology. Oliver Cerdan says hello Trev. Guys from France, and hello John. Olivier.
Hey buddy, how you doing? I've seen your message. I'll come back to you tomorrow.
There we go. Darren Warburton. Darren did very well at the weekend. He says good evening. We'll talk about him as well later, but he did very well. Scott
Yeah,
Follington
I think we should.
says, what about a Cars That Rock live? And you know what? I was literally just thinking about that on the way home from Taekwondo.
There's only one car that rocks that needs to feature on our live. Well, there's two, and both of them have 319 in the title. You can choose between a nitro and an electric.
That's it.
They are the current girls in Leroy's life.
They are the two current girls. Nobby Lemoyne says, evening chaps, hashtag I love Lee Moore. He's got a thing going with Aiden on which one loves me more, which is always nice. Simon Lee says, Slow Boys Racing RC locked in. Tim Simpson gives a big thumbs up. Jonesy's cram. I still don't understand the cram bit. He might have told us last time, but he says LOLOLO in typical policeman fashion, and Andy Griff said hi. Hi, Griff. Over there. Well,
by the door.
I'm assuming it's Andy Griff from Wales. I can't tell by the picture, but there we go.
LOLOLO was a very significant part of my upbringing. It's about one of the only programs we seem to watch as a family for some reason. I don't know why. I guess because my mum and dad liked it. So, hello.
There you go.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
It was genius. Comedy genius. It was funny.
Bit before my time, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
Like 22.
Not what's on your Tinder profile. How old?
I'm 35.
Good Lord, that's a good age.
Is it?
Yes.
It just feels like everything aches more in the morning.
Yes, it only goes one way from there, so enjoy it now, because that feeling of achiness will just get more.
Brilliant. I was hoping it was
with
like
every year that goes by.
Just switch around one day, and it was all going to start to feel better. But mate, weird how my mind works. But I was thinking, who's like, looks good for being old, and Darren Hayden Ball came to mind. Obviously, he's a muscular guy in the gym, and he scared the crap out of me on Sunday, because coming towards me was Mr. Hayden Ball, and all that was on the bottom half of his right leg was like a peg leg.
Yeah, right.
And I thought, holy shit, his broken leg has gone so bad they've had to amputate it. It's only when he turned sideways, his real leg was out the back.
Oh, is he on one of the walking things? I know exactly.
Yeah, it's like you put your knee in it, but you have to bend your leg to do it. And mate, literally, I was like, oh, holy crap. And then he turned sideways. I'm like, thank God for that.
It still rocked the false leg.
I'm sure he would. But then you'd have to get a marshal every time. It'd just be a pain in the ass.
It would be disappointing. I would agree. I was just saying, I actually had missed this, that we just had a very good name, which we also come to a bit later. But Callum's just entered, which I'm very happy.
Sorry, mate, I missed all of that. You cut out.
See him at a race. I was saying, I was just pinged through. I'd missed it earlier on that we'd had a good name enter the race, our race for the weekend, and Callum has just entered.
That's wicked. He said yesterday that he was thinking about coming, so that's cool. It's good to see he's done that.
Yeah, definitely. He's been going very well, hasn't he, at Westmill? So it's going to be good to see him up with us.
Yep. Looking forward to that. Fast kid.
Very fast. And a piranha runner.
I mean, he knows where the best fuel's at, doesn't he?
He does. Without a shadow of a doubt. So, shall we move on to what? You choose.
Well, I was moving on to your weekend. How was your weekend?
Marvellous. It was very good. Thank you. Too short. Gone in a flash, as they always are. Full of slight woe for some council stuff on noise that we're running through at the moment, but all good. Other than that, really, I think we're going to have some changes for our race 6. Just to keep everybody super happy, which obviously we want to do. But yeah, it was good. Just gone in a flash, and here we are again.
I'm actually pretty tired from the weekend. Like,
I'm not surprised. You did quite a bit of travelling this weekend.
Yeah, and I didn't sleep massively well on Friday night. Leon knows why. I just can't sleep in his spare room. The pillows and stuff don't agree with me. I don't know what it is. I told him I'm going to buy him some new pillows. So yeah, I mean, I woke up before my alarm. My alarm was set for 6:20, so that shows you it's like a John Hazelwood sleep night.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so that was fun. So yeah, I was pretty tired today.
I've actually started to enjoy returning my messenger messages at like 3:30 and 4 in the morning, because they come in so late at night that I'm normally asleep by then. So I'm quite enjoying my insomnia and returning fire at crazy hours for messenger messages. So sorry if I wake anybody up, but
Oh well, I'm
yeah,
always on do not disturb at that time, mate. So you've got no worries with me.
that's what I should do. The problem is I have too many people that I need to be able to disturb me if they need to get me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm scared of just like jogging it completely on for a period of time. It would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Yes. Luckily, my group is generally inside the house. I don't do it when I'm away. Just
No.
When.
One thing down the side, I see we've got CJ on now as Chris James. Was the other? I'm confused. Chris is always on as somebody different.
Yeah, I don't know. CJ, are you like catfishing people?
that nearly went wrong. I nearly had a MacBook with a considerable amount of red wine on it. Or Pepsi.
Well, you never know. Maybe it was you, cat.
Yeah, CJ the Catfisher. You heard it here first.
I saw we got someone from Maryland, USA on, Mr. Lil Chili. Lil Chili. So, hi, over in the US.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to our ramblings.
So, what do we talk about first?
Well, I think we talk about the weekend. That's the first on my list over there when I look. And obviously, we touched on it briefly, but you were up at Endor for the AstroTurf race, sponsored or organised by PBM.
Yeah. So PBM, yeah. I mean, they.
Is that right?
Yeah. Sean, well, asked me to go, and seemed like he was not in charge of running the meeting, but he's very heavily involved. I'm assuming it was his kind of race. And then, but the actual event was run by the Endor guys. It was good. We had some computer problems during the day, which mixed things up a little bit and made their life stressful. They'd switched to BBK for the day. I think they normally run something different, like RC timing or something.
Okay.
But it did not go to plan. So like
I feel that pain. It's
exactly.
difficult.
And we've kind of been there with stuff, and
yeah.
Unfortunately, the stuff that went wrong affected me more than anyone else, because with long story short, but some of the round timings got a bit messed up, and basically ended up scoring me to be last rather than near the front.
Right.
Which is fine. It happened because the first round was wrong. So when the first car crossed the line in the first round, it started everyone's clock.
Right.
But the problem was it was only kind of worked out quite late on. I mean, I think it was only really worked out after our race. So we'd done a whole round. Because I did a pretty stellar run, and I was like, it was reading me out third, and I was like, I don't think I was third. And then we looked at the time, and it was like all over the shop. So yes, then round 2 they sorted it out, but the problem is they had to delete round 1, and on BBK apparently, if you delete the round, you're not allowed to choose, or it doesn't let you choose what you can do with the next 2 rounds.
Right.
So they had to score them both. So we TQ'd round 2, which was great, and then in round 3, we had a mechanical issue at the start, so I didn't actually start my clock. So for 1, I couldn't score that round, but also for 2, I think it gave me some silly score for the round, like, I don't know, 100 points or something ridiculous, because I was dead last with a 1 and whatever it would be, a non-start. But yeah, there's...
Sounds like my sort of a weekend.
Yeah, I really wasn't that bothered about it. We had an engine problem, so we had to put another engine in anyway.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, you know what? If I do a bit of bumping, it's probably not going to harm anything. We'll work the engine out, make sure it's all running okay. It was an old 220 Bullet, so it hadn't been used for. I think I last used it at RCGP in the Philippines.
Wow.
So yeah, you can imagine. It's a good year and a half since it's been used, so it was good to kind of tune it up and get it running. And then we went from the back to the front, as they say.
Very good. It
We
was
had a
good.
we had a good final. We got to the final. They did Christmas tree final, so we bumped up in quite a lot of running. We got to the final. It was meant to be half an hour, but it ended up being 15 minutes because it was getting very dark. And then we did the final. A little bit of a rough start, but then kind of really did get the hammer down. My car was really good all day, and what should have been possibly a TQ car.
Yep.
To qualify in last ultimately, but yeah, and then we went on to win. We had a great race with Sloppy and Neil as always, and it was really good to get the win up on the AstroTurf track.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be good to get that set up as well. We don't get to race too much Astro, so I know there'll be some guys that are keen for that. Did you change very much from where you'd be at normally on the dirt?
It wasn't too dissimilar because it was wet. It wasn't dry, so it was a bit slip and slide.
Yeah.
I'd already tweaked the diffs and stuff for our race at Nemo that got cancelled, so that was all okay. That was on 555, which I didn't feel like I needed to change.
Yeah.
It was pretty much a similar setup to what I ran at South Coast or Hearts, except with them lower diffs. I did tweak the roll bars. I put a stiffer one on the back than what I would normally run in comparison to the front. So the front was quite soft compared to the rear, just to get the amount of steering that we needed.
Yeah.
And it also helped lock the rear end in when we were getting on the gas, because you can pull it quite hard when you actually get it moving on Astro.
Yeah.
On the wet stuff. And it's quite a fast track anyway. It's a bit of a different layout to what it was for the National when I was previously there, but all the features were the same. And I ran the softest springs again. Get it a lot of roll on the AstroTurf, especially as it was wet. And we had a few people comment that when I was going around, it didn't even seem like I was driving around on wet Astro. It looked like it was going around on dry Astro. So the car was obviously working quite well.
Well, that's cool. They're very good and well done. I remember that track being quite fun to drive. I did a truck national there, I think, last time I raced that track, and got like a raised back section. Is that still the same?
Yeah.
I remember there being a jump section that was quite difficult to do, or you needed some rhythm or something to do.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got the jump section. You used to drop down into it, you remember?
Yeah.
Whereas now you don't. You kind of come at it from the bottom.
Okay, good lord. My kind of track.
It started. So you come at it from the bottom.
It took a while. It took nearly half an hour.
Yeah, there we go. 20 minutes of that. And then yes, double. You can double. So it is a jump. It is quite a big section. So at the start of the day, I was double, triple, single, and then it kind of got a bit sketchy to do. So I was double. And then by the finals, because one of the guys I was racing was Sloppy, and he did it a bit different to everyone else. He went single, double, single out. That makes sense? Yeah. So when I was following him in the semi-final, because I couldn't be an idiot and go double and hit him up the arse, so I thought I'd try his line, which worked quite well, and you didn't lose much time because you had to go a bit wide to do the double. So if you kept it tight and did the single and doubled out, and then as it got darker, and I mean it was properly hard to see. The last few minutes were, it was guesswork at absolute best. It was guesswork, and all the cars were brown. So it was tough. And actually doing the single double was far easier because you didn't need to judge the first one. So I switched out for the finals, and I copied Slop's line there. So quite a few jumps.
You talking about Sloppy and single double single? It sounds like a night out in Southend in 2006 or 7. We used to have a few benders down there. Did Sloppy?
Long time.
And that also used to. It is a long time ago. It used to also end up in everything looking brown, and you couldn't really see at the end of the night as well. So very, very similar.
Perfect night out.
Absolutely, yeah. It's good to see old Sloppy. He's an evergreen guy, isn't he? If I think I was racing him way back when to try and win races and stuff, and he's still right up the front at the sharp end now. It's a bit of a Yannick. He's an English Yannick that's just always been there for such a period of time. It's mad.
He is, but I think it just shows that if you're dedicated to it, you put the time in, you put the effort in, it will last for as long as you want it to.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's true. It's a long old career, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you ended up with a win. What was 2 and 3?
So Neil was second, Slop was third.
Very good. Very, very good. And are they going to do another one, do you think, up there? Or is it like a once-a-year jobby? Or
I hope they do. I'm sure they've learned a few things from this one, like don't change the timing system the night or the day before, and make sure you learn your system.
Or go live RC.
Yeah, live RC, it's very nice and easy. But yeah, I sure hope they do. The guys up there were super nice and accommodating for us, and look forward to going back. They asked if we could go and do a few of the Winter Series rounds, which I said we'd try and do. So
it's a nice vintage, this one.
Yeah, cheap one.
Yeah, exactly, $199. It's like
so yeah, we're gonna try. I said we'd try and get up there and do some days with them and stuff like that. So yeah,
I'd like to try and get up to one of those. It'd be good to see them again. They did like a last-minute national stand-in, didn't they? I can't remember why. Somewhere couldn't have it or something.
It was Chalky's track, right?
Was it? Was it a Wakefield one?
I think it might have been the original Wakefield. Don't quote me on that, but
something. They were last minute, weren't they? And they did a absolute. I remember just thinking they'd done a super job, and they marshalled all the cars in, and they deserved a national, and arguably still do if we ever need to go and race on a national turf track. I think they proved that they could pull it off, didn't they? You won that one as well, so.
I did. I'm 2 for 2 there, which is also nice. But yeah, they did a good job, and I actually quite like the track. Some people were saying they didn't massively like it. I think it's great. Yeah. And up the road they've got Deerdale as well, which is another good Astro track. So they could do some inter-club series up there. It could be quite good.
Maybe they probably already do, don't they? We just
maybe. I think they've got an AWS or something there in the next week or so. Maybe even this weekend.
Right. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame to plan. You can't help it. It's impossible to.
There's quite a lot on this weekend, as far as I'm aware, too. Yeah. Worksop start their winter series for Temp Scale this weekend, which obviously draws up a few of our guys away. I think there's a few other things on. It's quite a busy weekend, this one.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
we can look at that, can't we? So that was Saturday, and then Sunday was Westmill.
Sunday Westmill, yeah. As I said, I tried to book in for the event. I thought, I'll go and do it. I was always doing, obviously, the Super Saturday, but thought we'd go down on the Sunday. I booked in a bit too late, got put on a reserve list, absolutely fine, and wicked to see them full, as an entry. I think they were calling for reserves. I mean, I didn't get in before. I was going anyway because I was going to help the guys, especially with our new recruit.
Yeah.
And then when they called out, it was like 10 minutes to go of practice, and they said, there's spaces. And what it's like, a heart. So you don't want to just jump in at the deep end.
No.
I was like, you know what? I'd had a busy Saturday, and it was nice to be able to put a bit more time to the guys that always support us. So being able to help Lewis out on his first race, as well as the other guys, helping Kev out, and Ben and Shorey and everyone, just to make sure that they're all okay and happy.
Yeah, definitely. It was interesting to see you do that in a way, because obviously it's what I started to do way back when in 2010, and it gives you quite a different races when you're just there to support the guys. I mean, I love it, as you know. But yeah, it's cool to see you doing that, mate, and I'm sure they all appreciated it.
Yeah, it was good fun. I pitted for Lewis as well the whole time, and
okay,
it's going to be hard work when my kids are getting fast.
Yeah, you're going to have your work cut out.
Yeah, and I'm still standing there. I'm like, going left a little bit, right a little bit.
You didn't start shouting up and everything, did you? Start abusing him or anything?
No, that will happen in the next few races. I thought I'd break him in early.
Yeah, exactly. Just start with like some hand gesticulations.
Yeah, I had Mark.
That's always helpful.
So his dad, Mark, obviously came in to the pits. He was pitting for Kev.
Yeah.
But he still ended up watching Lewis go around, and I'm like, Mark, because Lewis had crashed, and all I hear is, for F's sake. And I'm like, no, you're not meant to be watching this one. You watch Kev. But no, shows the passion.
Kev. He, I watched the live timing for the main final, and that boy had some pace. There was big chunks of that where consistently every lap he was quicker than the guys in front of him that were leading it. And I think Kev ended up third, didn't he, on the podium?
So Kev ended up third, and he will not mind me saying that he could. I'll leave it as could. He could have won that race, and nothing really that Kev did, apart from, and this is a big loser for Kev. He is not using a Nemo fuel stick. And the problem is now he has this homemade carbon one. And poor Shorey was pitting for him in the main, and he's come in and he's got his car and he's put it on the side, and he's trying to pull this carbon one, but he hasn't got the trigger. He's got the guard.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And he's like, and it's not.
It didn't go.
No fuel's going in, obviously, and Kev lost a good 5 seconds, I think, in the pits. No, not anyone's fault.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
But it was Kev's fault for not having a Nemo fuel stick, because it would have never happened. And he was only like 5 seconds off the win. The timing doesn't look like that, because Kev's last lap, where he could see Callum and Clancy only just a little bit up the road. Well, Kev hit almost everything on the last lap. So.
Very impressive, though. I was watching it. It's like, go on, get up the road. It's really, really good to see, I think. Given the young guns that run. Your old is satisfying.
Exactly. He ran some of my tyres, some soft 6 mic that we had.
Yep.
And they were bald after the final, but man, did they have some pace. They were good.
I guess there was probably a lot of people running the 6 mix tyre in the final, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. Quite a few. A lot of people on greens. They were working good.
They're taking over a little bit, aren't they? It's in recent times.
Definitely, they've obviously worked hard. Sebastian Leonard's worked hard to make this good tyre.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen, you put that Magma 2.0 on, and you just find lap time, as long as you can handle it, because you can't really bod it round. It's not a tyre that likes to be drove round nicely. It likes to be pushed. As long as you can get on top of it, it's fast. Yeah,
definitely that. So we had a 3 for Kev. Well done, Kev. Awesome result. Obviously, Lewis backed him up with 4 first time out with the car. I think that's a very strong effort at a track that's probably the hardest place to go to and try and get a result out of it, especially when something's completely new and completely different steering system and all that sort of stuff for Lewis. I think that was a very good first showing for him. What were your thoughts trackside?
Yeah. I mean, he did great. In the practice, I was watching him go around, and he lacked a little bit of steering, but it looked like he'd driven the car for years. He looked very comfortable.
Yeah.
Wrong tyre choice in the main, I think. Went to kind of a smaller pin tyre to try and get some more speed out of it. But in my opinion, I don't know. It seemed like a good idea, but it kind of didn't work.
Yep.
And just had a bit of a rough first couple of laps, so he dropped down in the order. And you know what Hart's like. No one's giving you any space to get past and carry on. So, he was just kind of a bit out of it before really getting going, which was, it's just unfortunate. It happens at the start of finals, unfortunately. It happens sometimes. What can you do?
Yeah, exactly. Still a very strong showing for what is the beginning of a nice long road with us. So I think that was a very good effort. And then, finally we couldn't not mention Mr. Warburton, Darren Warburton. I mean, he was, when I started racing in 1833, Darren was like one of the top guys. So that's a long time ago. So still to be put it into the main final at a very competitive event is incredible, I think.
Yeah, and actually unfortunate not to be straight in, because he qualified 10th, or I think 10th, which should be straight in, but
I think it was.
Hearts have like 9 in or something. So but then he bumped out the B, and solid. Was running free rides and cubes during the day. I saw he was on cubes for the final. He was on free rides earlier in the day. But yeah,
soft cube that was in the final.
There we go.
Said he was very happy with those when I spoke to him about it. And like as I said, just touched on it. One of the first people when we first went to a race ever, which was down at Slough to watch what was going on. We weren't even racing. Darren was, I think he was the chairman of Slough at the time. Super cool that he's on our team, and super cool that he's still putting it in the main. So top job, buddy, if you're still watching.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was awesome. It didn't see much of Darren during the day. He was pitting under the shelter because he got there earlier than everyone had with the tent. So fair enough. But went over a couple of times, made sure he was all good. But yeah, he's what Darren's like. He knows probably more than I do. So.
Yeah, 100%. Both of us put together.
Yeah.
Actually, talking about tents and stuff, that's quite hard in this COVID time, isn't it? To keep a team together. Obviously Nemo's built on trying to put people together and help everybody out and stuff. But we need to expand our tent empire if we're going to carry on this social distancing stuff into 2021, I guess.
Yeah, I almost thought we got our 6x6 thing. I was thinking maybe we could get a divider in the middle of it, so you enclose 2 areas in it. I don't know if they do it. They need to start doing stuff like that though. What was lovely at Endor is myself, Leon, and Matt Thompson had our tent. It was enclosed. Once you're enclosed, you zipped up. You can take your mask off. So if we were in there and we were on our own and we could take the mask off, and it was nice to have that relief of having it on.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we need to start selling tent sides. That would be a good business plan. Maybe.
Yeah.
New part number coming up.
Oh, Kev's put a post on. He's making excuses. I only crashed on the last lap because we wore through the tyre and had a blowout. No crash, Kev. You crashed because you hit the pipe.
Call it
Come
out,
on now. I was watching.
Yeah, exactly. We love you. You did awesome.
Yes, don't make excuses. Very impressed and happy. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Chris Lovell, sorry to hijack this, but Chris Lovell says, evening, might have missed this, but are you full for your next round Sunday? No, Chris, we are not full yet. Anyone looking to make an entry, please do so. So we can get all the heats and stuff done before the event.
Yeah.
Get yourself booked in. You've got until like Thursday, Friday, so you haven't got to worry too much, but we'd like to see your names down on the list so we get some idea of what we need to do for the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't got a ton of spaces left, but we have got some, and I think it would be awesome to see you guys there. So anyone that's thinking about coming, get on that list, and we'll welcome you. We've got
You cut out quite
throw it into a pot. Did I? This probably be a good thing to cut out. But yeah, get on that list, get entered. We've got a few places left, so
there we go.
To see some of our mateys there.
So have you organised our guests for this evening?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm going to. I'm just going to quickly. I might look like I'm looking somewhere else, but I'm going to quickly.
I'm always looking over this way at the screen anyway, so don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm trying. Why is that not working? Okay. Just talk for a minute. Sorry, I need to just come up with a slightly different plan than the one I was going to do.
So 1066 is also on this weekend.
What about comments? We must have had some new comments down inside.
Yeah, I'm doing the comments. I'm on it. There's not been much though. But like when we talk about racing and stuff, everyone likes to listen. So we've please comment, everyone, in the next few minutes so I can see what's going down. Yes, Ben Kennett, the race this weekend is just Sunday. Please get there. I haven't seen you for a while and I miss your ginger face.
There's a lot of ginger love on our channel.
We love a ginger, including myself.
We do. Yes, exactly. And my beard. So it's okay. We say it because we are temporarily.
We are. We embrace the ginger. Chris James says he's got multiple accounts on YouTube. PC still defaults to the other one for catfishing. Lyndon and James say hello and say hello to them too. We hope to see them at the weekend. I know it's a long way up for them guys, but hopefully you can get there.
It is.
Ivan Bingham says, you never do any videos. What videos do you want us to do, Ivan? That's kind of my job, and it's me that slacks sometimes, so you just got to keep pestering me.
Yes. We'll get back on it.
Yes. Luke Bennett is on. He says evening. So evening, Luke.
Lukey boy, are you making the next race? I know you've had dramas to do the last few, so
hopefully he is. We just had an entry. I'm not sure who it's from, but we just had an entry.
I like it. We like a good entry.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
Did you like my release?
You stole my.
Did you like my release picture of Lewis earlier?
Your picture of Lewis earlier looked absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. See, told you I'd get it done for you.
You got it done. That's a yes from Luke. I saw that coming inside, so that's a relief. Glad to see that you're coming back, mate.
That is good. That is good. Kevin says, are we going to try and run a winter series? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Big
Sorry, that
plus.
was a large sigh. And in my head, it was already thinking of all of the things that are going on in the background. And obviously, I think it's no secret that everyone knows we've got a roof lined up to put onto the track. That is a fairly substantial investment, and we're needing to just get some boxes ticked from the council, maybe is the right wording, or there's just a few things that we need to fix first before we throw that up. Obviously, if that happens, when that happens, we're not going to sort of lay down and make it not happen. Then a winter series would be very, very high on our list, because we'll have a shelter for the track, so it'll mean come whatever's happening, we'll be able to run. So yes, there's definite intent for a winter series, not like any other winter series that we've had before. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Big finger, yeah, cross everything. All the haters, jog on and do one, and all the lovers, keep loving, because we're trying hard to make something very, very cool.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Mr. Ian Gillespie says, evening, Ian. I was going to text you today, see if you raced at the weekend. Let us know if you did and how you got on. That's Ian from RCP fame, obviously a Gamma stockist.
Very nice. Very nice, yes.
Duncan Rist said the entry should have been his, which is music to my ears, because that means I'm getting coconut cake.
Well, but you're not, because Dunk's going to do lemon drizzle cake, because that's just the best thing ever in the world, and I know you don't massively like it. So
No, I love lemon drizzle cake. I don't like the chocolate ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lemon drizzle is absolutely fine with me.
Duncan does the best lemon drizzle cake ever in the world.
He's actually done before, like coconut lemon drizzle type cake. It's pretty good. I love coconut, if no one could tell. When would there be a list up for Sunday? And hopefully we have plenty of tyres in from Sarah Campbell. We do have plenty of tyres in. I don't know if we need to order some more, or are we okay?
We have got a lot of tyres, because obviously we didn't do our race 6. We had to postpone it to this coming weekend. So I think we're very well stocked on tyres. So yeah, we're good.
Cool. Howard says, a roof on a track, that's amazing. How, please explain?
Well, you have to go and smash every piggy bank that you know and raid it and spend some money, and it's available in a clear span, 40 meters by 70 meters. So we'd have undercover pitting as well. We've sort of teased a few pictures over the period of time. Amazingly, luckily, maybe because of the situation that the country's in, we've actually managed to find a used solution. So this is like a mobile or temporary solution. When I say temporary, you can leave it up forever and a day, but it doesn't need to conform to all the building regs and stuff. So we can actually put something up quite quickly. In fact, I think the company has quoted 3 days to erect it. We haven't had no innuendo for a while, so
yeah. Well, if it take me that long to get erected, I'm going to take a pill.
And yes, exactly. It'll be up quicker than that then. And we actually have that on standby, on reserve. It's waiting for us to pull the trigger. But we've had a considerable amount of issues with various bits and pieces, councils and everything else. So we're just trying to get all of our ducks in a row first, because it's a big commitment, and we need to make sure that we're going to be there for a long period of time, which obviously we all hope that we are, or most of us hope that we are, and then we'll pull the trigger, and it will happen quickly. We'll shut the track for a week, and it will be done. We'll have a covered track, which is pretty mad, isn't it, when you think about it? But we'll have a covered track, we'll have some covered pits, and yeah, it's exciting, really exciting. It's good to talk about it a little bit, because with all of the stuff that goes on in the background, it can suddenly, it can weigh you down a little bit. But it is exciting to think that we're that close to being able to do that, to have something that's sat waiting for us just to say yes. Is exciting. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got another probably 10 days or more of some council stuff that we're going through at the moment, and then hopefully we'll have some exciting news.
Yeah, that'd be good. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Claire said she thought she was a resident baker and she made lemon drizzle cake last time. You've upset her, John.
And Claire, all of your stuff is lovely. and I love it all. And I don't want to upset anyone. I seem to be very good at upsetting people without even trying. So
Don't worry, Claire.
you
Duncan
got to love
doesn't.
that.
Duncan doesn't sell or anything his cakes. He's purely for mine and John's
Claire,
benefit.
whatever you do, don't suddenly go and get a hot bodies, because then you could join all the other haters, and that would be disappointing. So stay with us. I take it back. Duncan, I love you too. I love everybody. I love everyone's cakes that's ever made one. They're all the best.
Keep making cakes.
Yeah, that's the motto of this. Just keep making cakes.
Have you got a guest lined up?
I have got a guest lined up, and I can see him in the bottom of my screen, and he looks absolutely stunning. So the girls are going to be tweeting on our comments. So have you ever looked at the comments that we get on our YouTube videos?
Yeah.
You have, haven't you? Have you reached out and contacted the people that keep telling you look lovely on our YouTube comments?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Go back, look at some old YouTube videos that we've done and put up, and there's always some relatively catfishy comments. It might be CJ, to be fair. It might be his pseudonyms with like heart emoji eyes and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, they like it. Yeah, check it out. Liz, don't get jealous. It's all in research. So, hopefully, our new star driver is online.
Hello.
Hello,
Mr.
mate.
Jones. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Have you got yourself a beer?
No, there's none in the fridge. Dad's drunk them all.
Oh my god.
What about some wine? There must be some red wine.
No, that's gone as well.
So, I'm going to have words with that fella.
Yeah, he needs to sort that out. First off, buddy, a massive welcome to the Nemo family. Obviously, you've done your first race and stuff, and we announced it today on Facebook and that sort of stuff. But from me, a massive welcome to you and Pops as well. Very, very excited to have you guys on board. I mentioned it on an internal group somewhere, I think, that like with your old man, I've travelled the country for 20 years, and somehow we've not ever driven the same stuff. So
Yeah.
cool to have you guys on board. So welcome.
Nah, thank you. I'm really looking forward to it, and Dad's the same. We're ready to.
Good. I'm just worried about how much more red wine we need to stock.
Yeah, he's
Quite a bit.
drink out all the red wine. John,
Yeah.
this thing I tagged you on Instagram earlier is right up your street, mate.
What is it? Well, I tried to look, but I'm not very good with this technology shit.
So
So
it was,
what was it?
you know, like in a wine bottle, you get the decanter type nozzle you can get. So basically, what it was just a wine glass as the decanter, and as you poured it, it actually went down the glass and in your mouth from the bottle.
Well, we need one of those, and that looked fairly dodgy. Whatever you're doing on that bottle, you're going to get some more good comments from your YouTube lovers.
Get a load more heart emojis, especially now Lewis is on. Look, he's going to appeal to the young girls, the college girls.
Well, their daughters, exactly.
Not too young, hopefully.
Are you sure you're ready for the Nemo innuendo team, Mr.
Yeah. I'm a bit scared, but I think I'll be all right.
All right.
Did you ever see what happened to Jack Embley?
Oh dear.
Oh, good lord! Actually, that was your fault, wasn't it, Lee? That's not
That
good.
was.
Don't worry, you'll be all right.
So, how was your
how
weekend?
was your first race?
Oh, there we go. Snap.
No, it was really good. It was nice to get out and finally race with it. Although we've done a little bit of testing up at Nemo and Hearts on Saturday, it was nice to actually get a race under our belt.
Yeah,
I had a look at it today. I had a look over it, and got a few bits to change to try. But I was overly really happy with it. So
very good. Lion's Den for me, Westmill. I mean, it's somewhere where all the guys know so well, including yourself, but not with our product. So it's almost like reset yourself, how you drive, how you turn in, and all that sort of stuff. It's obviously quite a different car to drive, I would have thought, from what you've come from.
Yeah, I mean, I drove Kyosho as one of my first cars, and that was obviously C-Up. And then I've been Mugen and Associated, so it was a big change, big jump back. But I feel like it's going to be fast when we get it right.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I've seen you circulating as well at Nemo when we were there together doing some testing.
Yeah.
yeah, you certainly look like you're going to break some hearts at that time. So I'm excited for where we're going to go, buddy. Very excited.
Me too.
Leroy, as
I
pitman
was just
extraordinaire.
laughing at a Duncan Risk comment down the side and said, Lewis is used to us lot from the original LMR days. Let's
Yeah.
not forget about his sock. Can you remember
Oh,
his
stop
sock,
it.
Lewis?
That sounds
I
like a
remember
chorus.
the clock.
We were going to make him a sock one time with like markers down the side, depending on how many times he's used it, and filled it up.
Good Lord.
Yeah, this is how Jack Emblem was born. It all starts bad.
And how were the results of that experiment with Jack Emblem? Can I ask?
I mean, it works exactly as I planned. Just kind of, it's like Frankenstein. But no, I think you had a good weekend, Lou. Yeah, I mean, the start of the final, you made a mistake over the whoops. I think it was, wasn't it? It got stuck towards the back.
Yeah.
Whoops. It's Hearts, man. It's tough. I've been there rocking around in fifth and sixth, thinking that way.
You have to stop behind a few cars, and you're like,
Yeah, it's it.
you don't want to take them out. You don't want to be too like aggressive with them. So
Yeah,
you just wait for the right opportunity, and then you're like, next minute you're 15 seconds behind the leaders. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's Hearts is the two guys out front. Jamie and Callum are there all the time, and if you give them a 15-second start at the start of the race, it's really hard to claw it back.
Yeah.
Get caught up in that mix.
Yeah.
How was it Kev for you, Lewis?
Yeah, no, I mean the team guys were really nice. I walked the track in the morning with Ben and Tim because obviously they've never actually raced around there.
Yeah.
So I kind of helped them out with learning and giving them a few tips of how to do the track. Ben was, to me, he had a fantastic day. Although he's never raced around that track, I was in the pit lane with Tim, and Tim was on the mic, and I was saying a few little pointers at the end of the straight. He was coming quite tight, so I told him to swing out wide and hold a little bit more corner speed, and he was picking up really, really well. He listens to when someone gives him advice, and he'll go far with that, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So I think I've said it again on some of our messages and stuff, but 2021 for me, I think we've got an absolutely awesome team. We've got the pro, the next in waiting, and then we've got the various stages down the line as well. So like a complete package for me, and probably the best lineup I think we've ever had. So I just wish it was 2021 so we could get out and start doing some nationals and the big races and Montpellier and all that sort of stuff. But it will come around quick, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
It will. There's a couple of guys who'd like to get involved as well. Some of them know about it. I think they would fill some areas for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we'll have something super mega for 2021. And with stuff that we know that's in the pipeline, but no one else knows.
Exactly.
It could be absolutely amazing. So
yeah, best year yet, and I think it goes back to the core of what Nemo was, which is all about support and being trackside and helping the guys. And I think we've got some plans to make that even bigger and better than we've ever done it before. I do think it's our unique point. I still think that the other teams lack that. It's a lot of effort and work to do it, but it's so rewarding to see those guys get the results that they want to achieve. And you've helped a little bit along that way. And I'm super excited to help along the way, especially with Lewis. Obviously, he's one of the next in line in the waiting. There's some juniors in the UK that I think probably the best crop we've ever had. We're going to be working with the nicest family of those. So very
exactly.
excited.
He's not got a bad teacher either. I mean, his dad's good-looking guy.
He has his moments. Not his dad. His dad's always lovely, but the teacher. If you're the teacher in this scenario, he has his moments. But we'll let you have them.
We'll get you there. I can make you
It's
fast
an
around
age
the track, and if not, I can at least get you a girlfriend.
Good Lord,
or a boyfriend.
There's a big statement there. This is taking a turn.
It's not taking a turn. It was always going to end up this way.
It's taking a Nemo turn very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I've promised Pops that we're not going to lead you astray. So,
mate, you got no chance.
If it happens, it's down to Lee. That's it. I'm out.
We wouldn't lead him astray, Pops. I know. Is he watching in the other room?
He is.
Yeah. thought he would
Good.
be.
You know, you asked what a cram was.
Yes.
It's Mark backwards.
What a weirdo.
Yeah, he's this
I think he's
retarded.
catfishing
Say
people
that
as
again
well.
for me. It stuttered for me. I didn't hear that. What was that?
So on Jonesy's name, it says Jonesy Cram, whereas Cram's just Mark backwards.
Is it?
I mean, if that's not sex
It's
pesty, I don't know
backwards.
what is.
I like it. I'm going to Google that later.
Obviously,
yeah.
some police code coming out. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Some undercover stuff's going on.
Yeah.
So this weekend, race 6. Are you both entered?
Yeah.
Have we entered?
I don't. Am I? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know if I'm entered, but yeah.
Normally
You're
we
in. You're
forget.
definitely in.
I'll be going.
Normally we forget, and it's like, oh, we're
Oh, no.
full, and I'm like, well, are we in? Are we in, John? Oh no.
Yes. So we need to fix that because I actually don't think that we are, and it is. We're getting up there in numbers, so we need to make sure we get that fixed.
Yep.
That aside, this weekend, race 6, we pumped
Yep.
for it. What we predicting? What's going to happen? We're going to have a good race.
So yeah, this is kind of the pre-race show as well, I guess.
Yeah. No way.
So yeah, going to be good. I think we got some good names again, haven't we? We've got obviously us 3 guys. The Skidmores are back, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Yep. They are. Yep.
Slop. I don't know if Slop's coming.
He's not on the list. I'll send him a message. I think it might have clashed with something.
Okay, maybe that's AWS. God,
It's AWS at Indoor. That's what's on.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's.
I know
a shame.
Sloppy was really loving our play.
Shame.
You know, even at the weekend, he was very complimentary about it, and he only hadn't booked in for race 6 because of the weather, which a few people were the same. But this weekend looks absolutely fine. Touch wood. It's meant to be cloudy, but it's not meant to rain, so it should be awesome for the track, because if it's got that bit of moisture in it where the sun's not drying it out, the grip should be pretty good. Yeah, John?
Yeah. I can't see John.
So all of that froze for me. So I didn't hear any of it. So I just did a little nod just to reaffirm whatever it was you were saying, but I've absolutely
it went well, don't worry. So yes, Scott Follington says Lewis for the win, and me in second. I'd be happy with that, mate. I'd be happy with that.
Would be nice.
I'd be very happy.
I mean, he finally wants to get one over on me. He's been second a few times.
I have been second a few times.
It's time.
It is.
I'm not just going to let you have it, though, right?
No. I'm going to fight you for it. I don't need to gift it.
Just one thing: don't take each other out.
Come past me, mate. I'm putting him over the edge.
Oh my God. He doesn't mean it. Don't worry.
No,
Over the back.
I'd never do that. So yeah, hopefully we get some good results. We're going to have some good drivers there, obviously. Yeah, it's going to be another great event. I can feel it already.
Yep, nice bit of depth. I see Barton's in again. He's obviously very quick round Nemo as well, so it's going to be cool to see him. Second in a round at the last race that we did, so it's definitely going to be good. Single day format for us, so it's something different again. We haven't done one of those since race 1, and we absolutely need to make sure that we're done by 6. Before that, we'll probably run out of light. What time is your final, actually? Oh my God, there's a dog.
Is it?
Riley Brew.
Who's that?
Look at the ears even went.
It's Daddy.
Real Daddy.
What a weird channel.
The door's shut, so my dog's out. Yeah, I think we'll pretty much run out of light before then anyway.
Good. That's good.
Very close. We'll be very close to running out of light.
We're going to have some new things in place. Hopefully, we're going to have a traffic light system in the pit lane, and also for the track as well. So there'll be a green light when the track's live, which will be opposite the TV screen. Hopefully, if we get all this stuff installed, obviously a bit to do this week. These are some of the things from the council that we're having to do. So yeah, we'll have like a track green, and then we'll have a track red, which obviously is the race is over or the pit lane shut, not to exit. And then we'll have one on the way in as well. So when you're warming up and waiting, there'll be a red light. So don't move anywhere. And when that goes to green, that means it's open and come into the pit lane. So yeah, some different things that are going to be happening for our race this time. I think they're going to be quite cool. We might have a bit to work out while we're syncing it and all that sort of stuff, but all good stuff, and keep trying to move it forward and make it as easy as possible for people to come and do the races and all that sort of stuff. So we're working some stuff out in the background.
Did you look at the like FM transmitters today?
Yeah, we have, and also we're going to be broadcasting all the commentary live on Live RC as well. So we'll have the video that's going on, and that will also include all of the commentary too. So anyone that is at the race, just tune in to basically Nemo Raceway on Live RC, and you'll get a video of what's going on. You'll get the live timing of what's going on, and you also get the commentary of what's going on as well. So there's lots of new stuff for this weekend that's going to be going on in the background that we're going to be trying to do our absolute very best with. To make it easy, and this is all born from the fact that we've got to be a little bit sensitive to PA noise and stuff like that as we move through this transitional period while we're trying to work with the council and keep everybody happy locally. So yeah, it's going to be some new stuff. I think it's going to be quite cool. It's going to make it even feel even more like we're at an event. Anyone that's not there is going to be able to sort of log in, and it's going to feel like one of these cool events that we watch when we're not there. It'll either have Mark, Mr. Rumble's dulcet tones, or mine, I guess, that will be saying what's going on and giving commentary. So, yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming up this weekend. I can't wait for it. It's going to be good.
Yeah, going to be awesome.
It's going to be fun, as they say.
Carl O'Connor said, "Awesome dog, Lewis."
She is awesome. She was at Hearts this weekend.
Was he?
Yeah.
She?
Mum and Millie went shopping, and she stayed at the track.
What's her name, bud?
Riley.
Look at that. That's a nice name. And is Riley being good? Is she like slashing everywhere, or is she?
Oh, of course. She's bred from Lee's dog, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they got
she whispered in her ear before she left, like pee everywhere.
Simon Lee says, "RCGP, what's your thoughts? If it was to come to the UK, isn't an event that you would enter a team into, and could Nemo Raceway hold it?" Over to John.
So I'm a bit behind on the RCGP stuff. I've had various mails that I need to get back to from various people at RCGP that would like to work with us on putting a round on at Nemo Raceway. I'm conflicted in some ways. This is probably not the right forum to get into this. I think that some of what RCGP do is clearly fantastic. I think the video production and many things of it are fantastic. I think there's some elements of it that are not quite how I would do it, for whatever reason. So I'm a bit on the fence on it. It doesn't quite fit our market in terms of what you get out of the expense of entering it, which is quite high to enter. I think it's even higher for 2021. So, yeah, I don't know. Thoughts in progress, I guess, really. I've not even sat down with Leroy and discussed this, other than they'd reached out. They like the venue, which I think is fantastic. Obviously, they've got a very good choice of great venues around the world. So it's complimentary that they would think of us good enough, I guess, to have one of their races. I do think, like I said, the video production, all that sort of stuff is absolutely superb and the best that I've seen in the industry. It's hard. It's a hard one. That I think there's lots of backdrop to it that's hard to explain in just a quick reply to a comment on the side.
There we go. This is already deeper than I expected the answer to be.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's so cool to see. I think anyone that's trying to make our hobby and our sport better, I've got a lot of time for, because even like the BRCA, those guys, they give up so much time so that we can come and race our cars for nothing. There's absolutely no monetary reward for them for doing it, other than they just love it. It's a bit like us, Leroy, with the track. We've thrown a load of money into it. We're not going to see that back, especially not with what's happened with the COVID stuff as well. But we do it because we love it and we want to go and race toy cars. So RCGP is the same in a way. those guys, they're putting a lot on the line to try and make something that there's no guarantee whatsoever that they're going to get some sort of return out of it. So I respect that. Really, like 100% respect that. But there is a but with it. And I think if it was me and I'd done that race series, I would have tried to have reached out to the people that were already existing, EFRA, IFMAR, the local, your country authorities, and try to involve them in it, rather than, and this is my personal opinion, like say, well, all that stuff's rubbish and we don't like that stuff. We're going to do something much better than that. I think that was a wrong way to turn for RCGP, in my opinion. I think they should have tried to work with the government bodies that are already there, and it would have got a bit more traction, in my opinion. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Fair comment.
I
mean, it's always hard when you start something, especially if you're starting everything from scratch.
Really hard. They've done an awesome job on so many things. I watched their videos when they did their productions and stuff. That's what RC should be about. It looks really polished. It looks professional. It makes me want to go and race RC cars. So that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
But equally, the entry fees to enter it as a manufacturer, that's not a cool thing, because we can go and do our races like our EFRA European Championships or the IFMAR World Championships, and apart from us as a team deciding, right, we're going to send Lee and Lewis there to go and represent us, there are costs. And RCGP is not like that, unless you're Infinity that's just got a budget that, doesn't exist because they're trying to throw away money or whatever it might be. It's very, very hard to actually get into that series.
But it does exist when you let go some of your drivers.
Maybe it does, but their losses are gains, so I'm quite happy about that. Really.
There we go. What do you think, Lewis?
It'd be good to have like the best in the world racing at Nemo Raceway. I think that'd be something that would make the track very unique. Although we've had like Ronnefolk and Cavalieri over to do like a Hearts race, having them all in one event, a bit like the digs are, it'd be pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, we can make that happen anyway.
Well, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we probably could, but I think again, if we can get this crazy roof on, then maybe that would be a fantastic event to launch with. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Like I say, I flim-flam on it because I respect what they've done. I know how hard it is to do that kind of stuff. But I just like a big dollop of humility with it, and then would be interested.
Yeah. There you go. That's a long answer for you, Simon Lynn.
That was longest ever.
Longest ever. So, one thing I will say, obviously we're coming up, we're past the hour mark now, but Spanish e-buggy nationals, we had TQ with Danny Bernabe, and I thought that was awesome. Yep.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible.
In front of Canas and Battle and all the other fast guys from Spain, the e-buggy nationals, and he set TQ. Didn't win. I think he still come home in the podium though, which you'd still be happy with a podium in that competition. But yeah, to set TQ and sit himself first for the three-legged finals, awesome,
unbelievable. I think, like you've said, those guys to be qualifying in front of Canas and Robert, that's good going. To me, that says your product's working really well. I mean, we all know there's lots of good drivers out there, and they can do well with various products. But you've got to have your shit absolutely together to beat those guys, because they're seasoned pros. They're doing it for a living. They are the proper version of professionals. So to turn up and put it on pole, amazing job. So massive congratulations to him, and also to get on that podium. I'm sure he'll be disappointed because, like we all know, if you qualify first and you end up second or third, then you feel a little bit like it didn't go my way. But that's still an absolutely awesome result, and for us too as a small team. We're tiny in comparison to those guys in terms of the amount of factory drivers or country drivers that we have, and we always will be, I'm sure. I think that's a very good effort.
We won't always be, mate.
I like your thinking.
So yeah, awesome. Congrats from me as well, and from Lewis, I'm sure.
Yeah, yep. Definitely. I mean, Canas is on a high this season, so to out-qualify him, I think that's very good going.
Yeah, massively. Yep. And there's I think Leroy, you told me today there's a Spanish national at Redovan in 2 weeks' time. So it's going to be, is that e-buggy or nitro this time?
I'm not 100% sure. It's one of them.
Very good. It'll be interesting to see how he does, because obviously, hopefully, we're going to be going there for a Euros as well next year. So
yeah, exactly. And I was speaking to David Benito, and he was saying that they want some stuff, or they want to test some stuff at Redovan, obviously for their nationals, but also in prep for the Euros.
It's cool actually to have Danny back, because obviously he was with us. He won the Euros B with us with the 319 prototype as well. And then he got some offers from Hot Bodies that we couldn't compare to, unfortunately, because we are small. He wanted to live that dream for a few minutes, and then realised that his home was back with us. So we welcomed him back with open arms. Yeah,
exactly. He was not even he was at Hot Bodies for Montpellier and stuff, but then he was back with us by the summer. So yeah, very good to have him back.
Yep,
fast guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anything else to report?
Unless there's something on the side. Is there something on the side?
Not massively, no. Scott Volington said e-buggy.
Oh, I've seen one.
Nitro Euros at Nemo.
I need to interrupt you just for one moment. Sorry, buddy. I see Howard E has said, I reckon Lee's in touch with those ladies. And I'm fairly sure that that is in response to the Love Eye YouTube.
Yeah, I've been in touch from a video only. The wife upstairs is the only one for me. Hey, Lewis.
That's a good answer.
Sounds right. Sounds about right.
Yeah. We'll get you a wife one day, mate. Don't worry.
I'm all right, thanks.
He's got one. It's a 319.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. That's the only wife
all
you
we need. Exactly. Good.
So, Lewis, do the sign off for us.
Has he been watching?
Come on, you've watched a few times.
I haven't watched till the end, I must admit.
What are you trying to say? You didn't watch us?
No.
I wouldn't either, so that's fine.
Yeah. So, yes, Lewis, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And, thanks everyone for watching, and we hope to see you at the weekend. Get booked into race 6 if you can come. It'd be lovely to see you all there. As always, we will welcome you with open arms. I can't even speak properly tonight. But yeah, apart from that, please subscribe to our channel. Please like our Facebook pages, our Instagram page. We'll put loads of pictures up of Lewis looking happy. Do a smile, Lewis. Just like that. Snapshot that. Screenshot it.
We're going to sell some cars. Look at that. That's a smile, isn't it?
There it is. Thank you. Lewis, you can smile too. Oh, yeah. Actually, a story for you. Lewis bought himself some beard cream.
Oil.
And beard oil.
I got a little roller as well. So.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I think it spikes his face to make the hairs come through.
Yeah.
Because
it has worked. It has worked because I never used to have this. So it's sort of working.
Keep going. Do your forehead.
You have to have a beard to be on the Nemo team. The factory team is all bearded, pretty much.
Yeah, full on gorilla.
Full on gorilla. There's definitely full on gorilla going on me. That's for sure. It's a very weird thing. Like, this is a bit of a life thing. If you've got no hair on your head, you seem to be very hairy everywhere else. It's like an irony.
It's a testosterone thing, isn't it? It actually is a testosterone type thing.
Yeah, my dad did tell me that as well, but it doesn't make it feel any better when you don't actually have any hair on your head and it's everywhere else. I think, well, could you just not like gravitate up?
Well, you can. It's surgery, and Hamilton's done it.
Has he?
100%. Did you not see him in like the 2009 10 days where he had to like brush his hairline forward, and now he's got like dreads?
Yeah, that did. Yeah. Look at that look. I think I did promise Talbot, Mr. Talbotini, that we'd go somewhere and sort our quality challenged position that we're in.
Just get a roller and start doing it on your head.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to come back with a big afro.
Yeah.
One of them meat rollers.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing both of you very soon at the weekend. I hope to see lots of you there. If anyone's watching this that's coming to the race, we look forward to seeing you there.
Cool. All right, guys.
That's it. Let's do it.
Thanks for joining us.
Later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye all.